Ricky Ponting made his Test debut for Australia against Sri Lanka on the bouncy track of Perth in 95-96. Batting at number 5, Ricky Ponting scored a fluent 96 runs, including 8 delightful boundaries. Ricky Ponting showcased his immense talent and potential right from the start, displaying excellent technique and stroke play. His innings was filled with elegant drives and crisp shots all around the ground. However, he fell just short of what would have been a memorable century on debut, caught behind by wicketkeeper Romesh Kaluwitharana of the bowling of Chaminda Vaas. Let's get into the extended highlight of his innings.
A big moment this for Ricky Ponting. His first walk out to the crease for a Test match innings. And they really are going to gather around him and see if they can make it a little bit tough. He's obviously going to be just a little bit tense. It's a great occasion.
Ponting might just start to flow here. Sometimes a player keen to see his batting partner reach 100 will tend to hold back on the strokes. Ricky Ponting's just making his debut in this match, but already he's showing some of the ability that had a lot of judges class him as one of the best young players to come on the scene for a long time. Gosh, that's a good shot. Well, we saw that wonderful pull shot a little earlier. Now that, if it was behind square, it wasn't quite a hook. It was beautifully played.
Yes, I think the Sri Lankans have seen two of the shots, and they've also seen Ricky Ponting out there wearing a cap, not a helmet, and I think the message should get through to them that he handles that stuff with ease. They better try and find another method, although they've decided now to put the second man back, one just behind backward square leg. And when you can play it as well as Ricky Ponting does, and there's no point in stopping because he hits down so beautifully on the ball.
It's not at all easy to hit down on a stroke of that kind played behind square leg. Generally the hook will go in the air. You've got to be a good player to get this shot down into the ground at around about shoulder height. So you'd find it more difficult if it were up around about head height, but he looks as though he's a batsman who will play it down into the ground rather than hit it in the air.
Nicely plays, very strong on the onside, Ricky Ponting. Got two more. I think for the fans here today, this is an exciting phase of this Test match. The new bloods at the crease after seeing a wonderful innings from Slater, Taylor and Mark Waugh. I think the new face is exciting on debut. It's a testing time for them, regardless of the scoreboard, I guess. And, great opportunity. 228 for the first wicket. Wonderful start to any innings. Set up the scene for a big total. It's nicely timed. Beats the bowler. Brings up the 500.
Much there. Put that one out through the covers. That's a lovely shot. He does look in good form. Both of these young players playing well. 4 runs.
One of the headaches, and I guess it's a pleasant headache for the skipper, Mark Taylor, at the moment. So he won't, even if he wanted to declare, it's very, very difficult to declare any time the next hour or so, particularly while these two are at the crease. Maybe if the two debutants got out, then the decision becomes a bit easier. I think you've got to take advantage of the fact that you've had the opposition out there in the field, and the fact that their spirits are probably down, and fairly well down at the moment, Sri Lanka, and I think you need to take advantage of that at some stage or other today and have a crack at them. I think one thing you always do as a captain is think to yourself, now, if I was in the opposition side, what would I like least to happen? And you always know that is to come in for an hour after you've been out in the field. The last thing the opening batsmen want to do is go out there. And if you wouldn't like to have it done to you, then I think that makes your decision for you as a captain. And Mark is not going to want to declare, well, the two debutants are out there.
That's quite right, aren't they? Batting well at the moment. Ricky Ponting displaying again what a wonderful player he is off the back foot.
I have to run hard. He was singing the fieldsman.
Singer getting that one in a long way. That boundary square of the wicket on both sides is a very long boundary. And here's the example, just backing off a little bit and getting it right in the meat of the bat, and that was a good shot, it certainly was. So Ponting, 69. Yes, just getting back to young Ricky Ponting. He played first grade cricket for Mowbray, his club, since he was 14 years of age, and his club, Mowbray, must be very proud of him. Actually, they've no doubt put a lot into his cricket, and of course his school too, Brooks High School. I'm sure his family all had a role to play in the development of this young man. He was a top-class cricketer before he even left school.
Yes, then he come through the Australian under-17s and 19s, where most of the modern cricketers in this country are recognised, and from there they go on to the Australian Institute of Sport in Adelaide under Rodney Marsh's care. So it's a nice development phase in Australia. Coming from club cricket, obviously somebody in the family was very keen on cricket early on to encourage him to play.
Play very quickly over the surface, and it's gone to the fence.
Yes, he played that well, and he waited to the last moment to hit it fine. I think he got more than Ned's. Do you think he might have got the middle of the bat? Right off the middle of the bat. Beautifully played. And time. Colin Cowdery played that shot very well. He used to stand up and just wait to the last moment.
Yeah, he used to play it sort of a downward movement. But yes, I thought there was a little bit of a bottom edge on that. No, he's certainly got it right in the middle of the bat. Played it nicely as well. Yes, he's played superbly, Ricky Ponting. He's moved on to 78 now. 4 runs from the over. It's 4 down for 578.
Four for 582, and a lovely sight out there. Someone has just sunk a 40-footer on that green. They will have got him into the final of the club competition. They even have won him $1 from his mate in the red shirt.
Just judging by the dress, I don't think it's the club championship, Rich.
No, it's a very casual state over here. Don't go in for white tie and tails on the golf course. Kaluwitharana looks as though he's suffering a bit out there. He went into the fence with a dive.
We saw him on the last tour here as a wicketkeeper in the one-day games. And he's hit the knee pretty hard there, I would say, up against the advertising hoarding. Haven't seen much of Mahanama in the field. On that occasion, he really chased pretty well, and it's brought a grin to his face. Not sure that there's a lot to grin about when it's 4 for 585. I guess you do need to keep your sense of humour. Keeping your sanity is the hard part.
It's a good shot. There's been some good placement from these two players. That is quite a good stop if you're intending not to slide into the fence.
Yes, Kaluwitharana not really going about it the right way. Can be reasonably safe to slide into the fence if you do it the right way. Then there's the other method, which is getting the boot there and hooking the ball back.
He's got himself off 87, which is good news, and also that brings up the 600.
I'm sure our viewers right around the world will be hoping that Ricky Ponting, and Stuart Waugh for that matter, gets 100. It's a wonderful start to a Test career, and I think it's great for the game itself. New faces.
He's hit that one back at him, and he's thrown it back at him, and Ricky Ponting's had a duck out of the way. That missed his head by a fraction, and a little apology there from Aravinda de Silva.
That's the sort of thing you want to do, this sort of situation. Just try and upsettle him, force him on the back foot. Not a bad move by Aravinda de Silva.
Absolutely. It would have been a bit of a shame if he'd hit him in the back of the head, though. Have a look at this whack, and he had to really duck out of the way. And so he's down the wicket, and he's hit that one. There's a shot at the non-striker's end, and he's home. He's very, very quick.
Yes, he's a great athlete. He's a beautiful outfielder, and Chappell mentioned earlier. A little bit of cramp as well, so that'll be the nerves as well, but he is very fast between the wickets. He's halfway there. He's never going to be run out there. He's a beautiful outfielder with a strong arm. Right. Stuart Waugh, not quite as fluent, likes to play the ball square of the wicket. He's going on nicely as well, so a good day for these young guys and good for cricket.
That's nicely played off the back foot. He's done that very well. Just one ball to go in the over now. Ponting on 92. Law on 47. Straight to that man hovering there at short mid wicket. 2 runs off that over as well. 4 for 606. And it's over to Ponting now on the back foot. Another single. That takes him to 94. Now. Nicely played, another single. I think it'd be great for them. He could have got out first ball, of course. It was a very close call there for him. He just nicked that one and went to slip. That would have been a lot worse for them. I think they're probably having a wonderful time.
I think Kaluwitharana should bring the field up now. I don't think he can allow this to happen and just chip away and chip away. Not hitting many boundaries yet. He's got a long off and a long on. There's a single there every time they hit straight down the ground.
So they're coming in ones now. The Aussies have just gone a little quiet while they get over this little hurdle. Well, it's a great moment, really. So Ponting on 96. A boundary will do here. He's having a look down towards the square leg boundary. They've got mid off back. And they've got mid on back. Just trying to see where the gaps are. Onto the back foot. That was well bowled and well played. 178 deliveries, 225 minutes for 96.
And Ricky Ponting's been caught in front for 96, but it was a wonderful start to career, and he'll be disappointed for a moment or two, but he will realise that it's a wonderful start. He played all the strokes. He's getting a tremendous ovation from this British crowd here this afternoon, and I guess at the end of the day, 4 runs is not a lot, but for him he'll remember it forever.
So I want to have another look at the replay just to see exactly what it looked like. It came back a little bit. It was online, I reckon. Let's have a look at this. There we are. It came back. Now, the question is, where exactly did it hit him? The sideways on view of this will be a little bit better from that point of view. There we go. And well, there we are. And the question is, was it going up? Well, it's hit him just above the pad, I'd say. So I think you have to say he was just a little bit unlucky. Just looking at that angle.
Yes, from this angle it looks like it may have been going onto the stumps, but the side angle shows that it was going over the top, but it's one of those things that's happened. You see here, it's definitely on the up. New ball with a bit of bounce. He's not too far back. And if there was any doubt, he never got it on that occasion. So Ponting's out for 96, and Mark Taylor has declared it 5 for 617.
Ricky Ponting missing out on 100, but highly impressive, and it marked the beginning of a stellar test career that would see him become one of the greatest batsmen in the history of Australian cricket. As a captain, Ricky Ponting led the Australian team to unprecedented success, including 2 consecutive World Cup victories in 2003 and 7. Under his leadership, Australia became the dominant force in international cricket, achieving a record of 16 consecutive test wins. Ricky Ponting's batting skill was characterized by his ability to dominate bowlers in all formats of the game. He scored a total of 41 test centuries and 30 ODI centuries, making him one of the most prolific run scorer in cricket history. If you like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thanks very much.